Hi there, it's Steph. Thanks for popping by. So today I'm sharing with you a card I created using a Mama Elephant stamp set called Reindeer Game. You might have seen quite a few cards I made recently with that stamp set, and the reason is that it's really cute. That's one of the stamp sets that was originally meant for spinning cards, but I've not found myself to be very proficient at making spinning cards, so for the moment I will keep using it for normal cards. But I find it great because you have, although the images are mirror images, there's still quite a lot of stamps and it's really cool. I mean, I've done like mirror stamping with acetate, and obviously the result is never as good as that kind of stamping. So for me, it's a great opportunity to put quite a lot of stamped images on one card. And I was a little bit nervous doing that card because I was hoping that nobody else did that layout. And I tried to find online if someone did, because I don't want to copy just what someone else has done, even if I don't. It's not literally copying because I'm not looking at it and reproducing it, but you know, if a popular stamp set, you're more likely to reproduce something that someone else has already done, and that's not what I wanted to do. So anyway, hopefully nobody has created something similar to that. I've used some Inkadu masking paper to do my little masks, and I've stamped my layout. Here I'm refilling my Copic because I was running out of sand, which is, I don't know, E33, I'm not quite sure. And I just wanted to show you quickly, just in case you didn't know how to refill the Copic. That's how I do it. I don't have special tweezers or anything like that. I only use a brush nib of my Copic, so I just pulled the other one out, and that works fine for me. So I used the three different shades, well, brown, I suppose, two darkish brown and one sand, and it works quite well for me. I used a quite lighter shade for the mouth part of the face, and then I used sand and I just add it on the, let's say, the side of the jaw. If you could see me, I'm just showing you my jaw basically, just to add a little bit of shading to the face, and then I reproduced the same thing on all of them. So I've skipped forward a little bit, otherwise the video would last forever. I mean, it's quite repetitive coloring, but once you've done it, let's say 6 times, it becomes quite easy after that. Then I did the antlers. I did them quite light. I haven't actually checked online which color antlers are, but it looks good to me, so I'm happy with that. And then I gave them dark noses and little red bells around their neck because it reminds me of the Christmas color. I also use 3 shades of red for the necklaces, which is a bit silly really because it's so small you don't really see that much, but for the bubbles it actually looks quite nice. I have some candy canes on the J and the L early on, and I thought it looked quite cool because it almost fitted quite perfectly my letters. Not quite the L, I had to tweak it, but I think it works out okay in the end, so it's quite cool. And it adds, a few more hints of red onto the card, which for Christmas obviously is really fitted. I added a little bit of shading, but not quite as dark as I normally do, so I just use my cool grey markers, C3, C1, and then the 0, just to blend the edges and, give kind of a seamless look with the white background. Then I added a bit of shading onto the gritting and the bubbles as well. And I really like that shading because it's not very deep, it's not intense. You might not see it at first, but I think it adds quite a lot onto a card. I could have gone a little bit darker, but I decided to stay quite light on that specific card. Then for the, I don't know, it's not a skyline, obviously, a city line in the background, it's little buildings. I've decided to add some grey as well, and I use again the C3 and C1 and then the 0, because I didn't want it to be too dark either. I'm trying to kind of, add something to the background, but something not too obvious. Then I use my black glaze Sakura gel pen, which is it's like a gel pen that gives that kind of glazy effect. It's not as raised as glossy accent, but it adds a little something. And I use a Sakura white gel pen to do the little accent on the nose. And then a glitter gel pen or roll pen. It might be a hybrid actually, I'm not quite sure to be honest, to add little accents of gold on the bubbles and then on the antlers as well. I know it's very subtle, you won't see it from where you are, but I think it's just this little thing that when you add at the end of a card, just make it that much better. It's not much, but it just add that little something that makes it cooler, and it looks like you spend more time on it because obviously you did, and I quite like that. And then I added a bit of gold onto the horizon as well, because I don't know, white, gold, and red, it goes quite well for Christmas for me. So once I was done with that, I used my white gel pen to clean up the edges, as I call it, just to make sure that where the Copic marker may have bled beyond the Memento Tuxedo Black, it just looks neat. And if I have any little marks or something, I put a little bit of gel white pen and it works fine. Then I put a bit of glossy accent, and you can see little pens appearing on the side, and that was my daughter being a bit annoying at that point. So anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you find it interesting and that it may give you ideas to create cards with other Christmas stamps you may have. Thanks, and have a great day. Bye.